All right, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Infrared here, with, as always, my friend, my companion, not my lover because he's not willing to commit, Steven. Say hello, Steven.
Hey guys.
All right, so as you all know, today is the big day. Today is the announcement of who has won our contest. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this was hard, and I know Steven will agree. We didn't expect.
It really sucked having to pick people, but only because every single entry was so good. It was one of the most unpleasant things I've ever done, and I had to give away a free copy of the game, and that was really hard. This was equally hard because we had how many people did we have total? I think it was 22 entries, right? After the count,
Yeah,
something
about
like
that.
that. And anyways, continue with your speech.
I didn't expect that big of a turnout. I was very pleased with it. I thought it was kind of cool for me to see so many people that are interested in playing on my server. For whatever reason, either you want to learn Redstone from the guru over there, or if you just want to be part of my community, that was really neat. Um, some people's videos were just like, I I really did want to fucking invite all of you. I really did, but I knew that I couldn't. I could not handle that load. I already have like 10 people on my server. There's no way I can handle 22 more. So, I'm sorry ahead of time for those of you who did not make the cut. So,
Yeah, and it's not because you're not. It's not because you're not good or because you did a bad job. Nobody did a bad job. That was one thing that we were very impressed with is the fact that people took time out of their lives to advocate themselves for something that they care about, and the fact that they did that is extremely impressive to us, and kind of changed our minds about how contests should be in general. So we're changed men because of you.
in the good way, changed men, not one drunken night in Mexico. Good men or changed men. No. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and let Steven start off with his first pick. Now,
Yeah, and just yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I want to go ahead and say something. This is actually a surprise. After a lot of discussion and a very long discussion between Steven and I, we decided to do something a little bit special because we wanted to include as many people as we could. Where it's no longer two spots, guys. We're inviting six of you. So,
6.
yeah, I think it was worth it, and it was something that if I would have really set, well, yeah, 66666. We're not going to be inviting 6 billion, but yeah,
Greek is like, what's going on, guys?
yeah. Greek is special. Helmet harness special, but we wanted to go ahead and we figured the best way to go ahead and do this, the best way that I can show you guys the enjoyment that I had with this contest and being able to see, kind of what you think and feel about Minecraft and what you think and feel about Steven and was I wanted to go ahead and let a few more people in. It'll be really cool to see how everybody collaborates and what takes place. So I'm excited. So Steven, go ahead, take the reins and let us know your first pick.
All right. So it was really hard for me to pick. My first pick is, let's see. I have a list. I want to do these in a funny order so that the people that are really on the edge of their seat don't know they're getting it till the end. So the first one I want to talk about is IXMX cubed. Yes, I picked you. Now, in the video when we announced the rules of the contest, I said no Microsoft Sam voices. However, this guy, his video, he used Microsoft Sam voice because he said that, he was kind of uncomfortable with being on camera, which I totally respect. I totally understand that. I used to be the exact same way when I first started playing concerts with my band. I was I had a lot of stage fright, and I did get over it eventually. But
Alcohol and Valium.
this guy did a great job. What's up?
I said alcohol and Valium.
Exactly, it was alcohol, but it also, self-confidence and all that jazz. Anyways, so this guy did a great job. He looks very creative. He showed off a really cool world with stuff that I had never seen before, which is always a plus for me. Not that I'm going to steal his ideas, but I can admire them. And generally, what was important to me was you could tell that he really, really wanted it. And although that's not a reason in and of itself, the fact that he wanted it enough to make a really good video says a lot to me. So I am cubed. Congratulations, you're on the server.
Yep, I was very impressed with him too. I want to go ahead and speak on him, speak about him a little bit. He did find a loophole. He didn't use Microsoft Sam. I believe he used Microsoft Mic, or it was some other version of the
Oh,
Microsoft voice. So it wasn't as annoying. It didn't feel like I was getting raped.
see, I
by
wasn't
in the
annoyed at
ear.
all. It was actually it was very calming. It sounded a lot like Stephen Hawking to me, who I'm a
Yeah,
huge fan
very
of. So it was really
monotone.
nice for me.
All right. Somebody's calling. Sorry about that. Unscheduled phone calls.
No problem.
I just turned off the ringer. Okay, so the person
Who has
I
scheduled
picked.
phone calls?
Yeah. Well.
Go on.
Yeah. Exactly. The first
Make sure
person
you
that
do
I
yours
picked.
do yours in a funny order too.
The funny
Funny
order.
order.
Okay. The reason why I picked this individual is because he's been a subscriber since pretty much I started. Really cool guy. Very intelligent person. His video format for how he made his response was kind of neat. I really do like that. He put a lot of time into it. And even if he didn't, it looked like it. The quality of the video was nice. What he said seemed very well put together, and he planned this. It wasn't just spur of the moment. Oh my God, I went into the contest and just threw something up, and you couldn't understand it. It was clear. It was direct.
Yep.
It worked, and I enjoyed watching it. It was 2 minutes long, which was perfect, and it didn't bore me. It kept me interested, and it was kind of made me excited when I decided to pick him, because now I'm interested in what Chemdork. Yes, Chemdork. I am interested in what you are going to be adding to my server. So congratulations.
Right on. Chemdork was, we decided, by far the best entry in every single field that we judged, which was basically overall video quality, overall presentation, um, overall reasons for joining, and overall why he should join. This guy's amazing. I cannot wait to have him on here. So, not that anybody did a bad job, but this guy wins. I said he got every single point that you can get for the contest.
Yeah, I really did like how he placed everything out. And that's not to say that he's better than you guys. He's slightly older. I don't know how old he is. And he obviously has some video experience, or at least editing experience. So it looked a little bit more classy done, but that's not the main reason we picked him. It was the content in the video. It was what he had to say and the reasons that he gave, first and foremost. And that was the biggest decision maker for all the subscribers we picked. The content of the video, what you guys had to say. So, all right, I've just listed one, so we have two so far. What's your next pick, Steven?
Alright, so my next one. Sorry, I keep having to go back to AIM. Oh, I know, okay. So, I can't pronounce her name, and I don't apologize for that, because it's not my fault. You picked a really complicated name. But my number 2 pick, well, these aren't in any order, by the way. So the second pick, which I am presenting to you, tied for first place because you made it at all, is Taika Taika. How do you say his name, Fred? I don't know. Tika. Okay, so you impressed me for several reasons. Your video was very well done in that it was a very unique approach. You didn't. It wasn't boring. It was very interesting. I liked the stuff you built, and I liked your interests seemed to mesh well with mine. I wanted to pick at least one person who I felt I would be able to play with well in particular, not just the community, but me, because I need some people that are technically skilled. Not that that mattered in the long
In
run of
other
the
words,
contest,
everybody
but it was
else
a
we have on the
plus.
server is retarded. Well, not retarded, but
I won't say that, but I'll put it this way. Anytime somebody needs a redstone project done, it's pretty much a one-man operation.
I can
Anyways,
get by with
congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations. From my perspective, you have earned your way onto the server.
that. Yes, congratulations, Tekatook. And anybody who has like 50
Tekatiki.
E's, 50 E's in a row, and they kind of show us it with minecarts, that's pretty fun to watch. All right.
It's kind of like his name. His name is basically 50 E's in a row. With minecarts. Am I right?
Yeah. Okay, so the next person that is going to be on the server. Um, I think that anybody who steps in front of the camera is ballsy. You got balls. Because there's so many trolls out there. There's so many, assholes who just want to sit there and cause trouble because, I don't know, they were dropped on their head a little bit too many times as a child, and or their mothers drank while they were in the womb. There's so many options. It's hard to just pick one. Anybody who can get in front of the camera and kind of express themselves and get their point across and not worry about judgmental eyes or something like that. And I'm not saying that any of these people have a reason to worry, but it does take a lot of courage, and I respect that. I really do. So this person had some great ideas. They were really cool. They were really laid back. They seemed to be mature, even though, they're somewhat young, but it's Toby the Reckless. I believe I'm saying that wrong. It might be something different, but I'm saying Toby the Reckless. It fits. I liked your video. I really did. I was kind of impressed with your age and the fact that you're willing to just kind of go out in front of on the camera and just not care because you want to join. You actually care about joining. So, yeah, congratulations. You are now on the server.
Congratulations to you, sir. I don't have a lot to say on that one. I definitely agree on all points. So I guess, is this the final one, or do you still have one more to do?
I still have one more after you.
Okay, so this is my last one. This was, I would say, my second favorite after Chemdork. And that doesn't mean any offense to anyone. But, let's see, this person, my criteria I've already outlined to you. So this person did a great job with presenting themselves as a good candidate and really putting themselves out in front of the public, in front of, potentially thousands of people that watch these things. And these videos actually got a ton of publicity. So this guy definitely impressed me with, just his cojones. Like, he wanted it bad enough that he took time out of his life to make something where he really showed that this was important to him, and really made Infrared and I both feel like that we were doing something definitely worthwhile. This wasn't somebody who wants to take advantage of us and just get on a server where they're going to get, YouTube airtime or like free server. This was somebody that wants this legitimately. So, Gaspar XR, I think it's XR. I'm so sorry. Yes, XR. Welcome to the server.
He was the first submission of the contest, and immediately after watching his video, I was really excited to see what other people are going to do. Gaspar's video was fantastic. My girlfriend loved the video. My girlfriend loved all of your videos, and if I didn't have a spine and the ability to tell her no sometimes, everybody would be on the server. But logically, I can't do that. But yeah, the video was fantastic. All right, congratulations. Last but not least, I watched this video. The way he recorded it and what he had going in the background during his commentary was kind of neat. He seemed to have a sense of humor, and honestly, there's a few things that you need to have when you're on my server. One is thick skin, because I'm brutally honest. I'm not going to sit there and critique your work and say everything sucks. No, I'm not that kind of honest. I'm honest in the sense of if you ask me something, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be straightforward. Also, we make a lot of jokes on the server. We have it's a bunch of guys just hanging out, having a good time, and you got to be able to kind of roll with the punches. So the person I picked is Air Dragon. He had a funny video. I thought it was laid out pretty well. He's British, and as he said in the video, apparently I like British people. And I think it's not necessarily just limited to British. I think it's anybody with an accent, because, damn it, they spice things up. It breaks the monotony of just hearing American people speak.
That's hilarious. Not that your accent means you will or will not get onto the server, but
No, it doesn't.
You guys know
it's not a deciding factor. By the way, if you guys are watching my video, I'm going over some stuff right now in the roller coaster. That is for a future video. You guys are gonna really.
If you're watching mine right now, if you're watching mine, you just made me or watch me make a 31 diameter circle from scratch, which will be a clock with 12 hands that will record the server time.
So, that's all of the people that have won the server. Now, I'm gonna apologize for those of you who didn't make the cut. I think every single one of you
Yeah.
did a really good job. I have
And we
Steven and I
wanted
have
to
watched
invite all
of
of
them.
you,
Yeah,
but yeah,
we didn't
we
expect
don't
as
have the
much of a
space on
turnout.
the server. Yeah, basically the first week we had maybe 4 people. We were like, oh, okay, cool, we can just let them all on. And then between yesterday, Saturday, Friday, Monday, yeah, we had like 20 more people enter. And I was like, crap, dude, we can't just let all these people on. We actually have to judge now. So all of a sudden we're like, oh god, we have to judge! And
Yeah.
that made it hard.
I want to go ahead and give a little bit of a few notable mentions out there. I'm sorry if I butcher your names. I think let me just pull up YouTube and look at these guys. I know it's going to be a little bit weird, but I do think that people deserve a shout out because you did some good videos.
Sure, sure.
The X Apple. I loved your video. I thought it was really
Yeah.
creative. The creations that you made were cool. You worked with what you had. You didn't have this gigantic editing system going up. You showed us screenshots and it worked. I appreciate that. Freak Entertainer. I know that you're a fellow Minecraft YouTube channel owner. You make some good videos. You've been a subscriber to me since damn near day one. Your video was awesome, and I do appreciate the entry. Here we go.
I got some. I got some. So High Nut 4, guy from England. I definitely would like to see you on our server sometime. So in the future, and then to Dilo12567. Thank you very much for your submission as well. We did not overlook anyone in this. It was, I promise you, it was hard. No decision came without much deliberation and debate. So.
Yeah. Now I do want to go ahead and take a moment to make a little bit of a disclaimer. Because we're having some younger people join. I feel I need to go ahead and do this. This server is an adult-oriented server. The average players on here do differ from the ages as young as 12 all the way up to 30-something. So I do not censor anybody on the server, and everybody will speak freely. You will see coarse language and some suggestive humor and whatnot, but we never take it over the edge to where it's offensive, or at least I hope we don't. I am not expecting anybody to have any issues. Like if you are below the age of 18, you join my server, I'm expecting that your parents do know about this, and your parents are okay with this. I don't want parents emailing me saying, "You ruined my son. He's now in therapy," or any of that bullshit. Again, the only reason why I feel I have to do this is because I don't want to run into a situation to where I'm getting assaulted by a parent because I did not censor material to cater to their child. I'm letting you on my server, and I let everybody act how they want within with limitations, obviously. Nobody just goes crazy.
Yep.
Everybody's very respecting and respectful. They know that I host this server so I can make videos and post them on YouTube. So it has to be something I can show. If it's nothing I can show, then it doesn't go on. That's how it is. So I wanted to make that slight disclaimer. Now, Steven and I were talking, and we wanted to do something extra. We're not going to let any more people in, but we are going to do something for all of those who entered. I'm pushing you to the front of the waiting list. Yes, I feel that's the least I can do. You went ahead, you took time out of your day, out of your life. You made videos for us to watch, and we enjoyed it. We had a good time doing it.
So if you made us a video, you will be one of the next people to get onto the server the next time that we do a batch of invites. So
yeah.
Your video was not in vain. You actually jumped up a list of 50 to 75 people.
We're pushing 100 now. Just to let you know.
Oh, well, isn't that something?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Now, for those of you who have been on the waiting list and you're a little bit upset over the turn of events, you had a way to do it. We opened it up. This was for everybody. Every subscriber of mine, every subscriber of mine and Steven's, you had a way to go ahead and kind of jump ahead and guarantee you be on the list, or on the server, and you didn't take it. And to each their own. But the people who really wanted it, who really were interested, who were excited, who were interested in playing with Steven and I, um, they showed that, and I think they should be rewarded. And this is the only thing I can possibly think of aside from human flesh.
It's so true. But yeah, guys. Wow, we've probably been filming this for a really long time.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
but it was worth it.
Do you still have your limit? I forget.
No, I'm uncapped.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna say. Well, I'm gonna upload mine in low resolution because I don't care. But I guess we can cut it off here.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you personally to everyone who entered. If you have any, let's see, are we releasing the waiting list to, or can we tell people their position or no? What's our policy on that?
I'm not going to tell anybody the positions. I don't want to sit there and
All right.
deal with a flame war. Just know that if you entered the contest and you did not win, you were not one of the 6 people, you will be on the front of the list. And as soon as I have spots
Yes.
open, because we're still working out the kinks, we've got people from all over the world. It's a very amazingly awesome melting pot of culture. So once I get that ironed out and I can figure out where I can place people and sort that shit out, you will be notified. I will send you the server IP and you'll be on. So thank you all for entering. I really did enjoy it. Stay tuned. I have some contests planned for the future. I think Steve and I are going to collaborate on another one sometime soon, hopefully, because this turned out amazing. I can only imagine what it's going to be in the future.
Yes, it did.
Thank you for watching. Do you have anything to add, Steven?
No. I think you did a very good job.
All right, this is Infrared. That is Steven. We love you. Good night.
Bye bye.